Grace Gone Viral YouTube channel, and welcome to our new subscribers. So my name is Zintle Masimula, and yes, I'm happy to be back once again. Guys, believe it or not, I enjoy what I'm doing, sharing the information with you guys. It's like I'm sharing the information with myself, because in the process I'm also learning new things, and in the process I'm just reminded of why I need to maintain my weight loss and continue, because I'm continuing. I'll share the details of my goals at a later stage. But okay, for today, let's just dive right into the business for today. Yes, first and foremost, I asked you to write down everything that you know you must let go of. The reason why you need to do this is so that you introspect, or rather find out what it is that is holding you back from really achieving the weight loss goal that you are after, or being healthy, whatever the case may be for you. So it's important to understand what is the problem, what you are dealing with, or what you're up against. So I want you to visualize this. It's like going into war. Before you go into war, you don't just go into war, without the relevant information. When you go to war, you need to study your enemy. You need to know the enemy's tactics, their weapons, what they use, their strategies. You need to find out everything that you can before you attack. So the same thing applies to us. Before we can attack this fat or this unhealthy lifestyle, you need to understand your body. You need to find out, okay, what is my weakest point? Or for me, example, last week I told you sweets. That is, when you give me sweets, like, I will never say no, because I've got a sweet tooth. So later in the show, or later in this video, you'll find wow, I'm thinking big, guys. Maybe I'm prophesying into my future. I'll have a show, I don't know. But anyway, later in the video, you'll find out that I researched about sugar, because I knew that, okay, sugar is a problem for me, and I found out that it's one of the biggest things that causes heart diseases. But anyway, before I get into that, let's tackle what was first on the agenda, and that is finding out and writing down what is a problem for you. So I trust that some of you have written down your list, even if it's in your head, it's fine. But I prefer writing down on a piece of paper, just so that you constantly go back to it. Yeah, for me that's helpful. So secondly, I said you must write down your vision as to why do you want to lose weight. Why is it so important for you to lose weight? And the reason why this is important, it's so that you will have days whereby you feel like, I don't want to exercise today, or today I just don't feel like eating healthy. Can I just, cheat? That's why we've got cheat days. But then those things, these are just strategies, guys, to lure us off the main vision and the main goal. I don't believe in cheat days. However, sometimes, especially for us as women, when we are going through what is it called? PMS, yes. You find that we are craving all these different things, and it's like, you can't really control all of those cravings, and you just want to stuff yourself with chocolate, with sweets, whatever you like and enjoy. So during that period, it becomes very tough to exercise self-control. So I'm not going to tell you how to do it or what to do in those times. What I can tell you is that that's where we need to exercise more of self-control than ever before, and discipline. And you know your own body. You know how to set limits for yourself. So that's why I'm all about figure yourself out. Find out how you can tackle the challenges that you have. Don't get my ways of doing things, because the way I do things, the way you do things, it may not really work for What works for me may not work for you. What works for you may not work for me. That is why I'm all about find out from God, Uti, what works for you. Find out from God what's best for your body, because my body and yours not the same. Of course, I will share ideas here and there, things that I'm trying out that have been working for me. But at the end of the day, I'm encouraging that you do your own thing. Even with exercising, choose something that's comfortable for you. We really like downloading these apps and videos whereby people are just, they're just exercising, and for them it's just like a free flow, and it's like, okay, For me personally, I hate these videos and these challenges, 30-day app challenges. For me, it's too rigid. It's just not exciting enough. So I prefer listening to music, and then I just start moving my body and I dance. That's another form of exercising. I prefer jogging. Jogging for me, it's like less stress, less work. I just run and that's it. So this whole thing of being stagnant and lifting up my leg, for me, it's just too much admin. So running tackles a lot of things all at once. I just run. Like, wow, I'd rather do that. But anyway, find what works best for you. So back to the vision. Writing your vision is important so that when you don't feel like exercising that day, or you don't feel like eating healthy that day, you just go back to your vision and remind yourself as to why you are doing this. Trust me, it's going to keep you going. It's going to help you. Another example I want to share is that with business plans or with a business, you need to have a vision and a mission. You know, why is that important? It's so that when you are faced with challenges, you go back to your vision, you go back to your mission, so that you revive that spark and that energy and that enthusiasm that you had in the very beginning. That's why it's so important to have a vision and a mission in a business plan. But I feel that's something you should have in every area of your life: spiritual life, health life, and your business life. That is very important because it keeps you going. Okay, moving right along. I said food addiction. So in a nutshell, addiction, it's simply, how can I simplify this? Addiction let me look at my notes. Addiction is defined as when you can't stop consuming a drug or alcohol or substance or any action. You can't stop. Those are the key words. When you can't stop doing something that you know you shouldn't be doing. For example, I eat a lot of sugar, and when I've got a packet of sweets, I can't stop eating it until it's finished. Before it's not finished, I'm going to keep stuffing myself with those jelly teddies. Until that chocolate is finished, I'm going to keep eating it. I'll put it there on the table far away from me, but I'll keep coming back to it. That's when I knew that, okay, this is an addiction. And just as an addiction, sex can also be an addiction. That's why there are some people, it doesn't matter who they sleep with, as long as they're having sex on a daily basis. Sometimes, I don't know how many times in a day, it happens. It's an addiction. You can't stay away from that particular activity. You know, you can't control yourself in that particular activity. So this also includes food. You can't stop eating. You know, you can't stop consuming that maybe cool drinks. Some people are into fizzy drinks, Coke and whatnot. Those are things that contain a lot of sugar, and it's not good for our bodies. Some people are addicted to energy drinks. It gives them that hype and whatnot. It's not good for your body. It also has some level of sugar in there, caffeine. So that's why you keep going back to it, because it keeps dragging you and pulling you back to it. Like coffee as well. It's just something I also like, and it's something I need to cut out as well. It's not healthy. So yeah, these are the things, guys. Addiction, that's the simple description of it. You can go to research for yourself, go look at a dictionary if you want to, if you want that, you know, definition that is like, top notch. But I just wanted to give you a simplified definition. It's just when you can't stop doing something. That's it. Simple. So if you can't stop eating that one thing, for me, sweets, then it's an addiction. I must let it go. And before you can let go of an addiction, you first need to acknowledge that, okay, I'm addicted to this. This is a problem, and it's something I need to do away with. So until you acknowledge an addiction, you can't get over it. Until you actually accept the fact that, okay, I'm addicted to this thing, you won't be able to fight it off. So some of you just continue to introspect yourself, continue to check out your eating habits and see, is this a pattern, or is this just a once-off thing, maybe once a month? Okay, you can then relax if that's the case, but I'd rather tackle the problem before it becomes a problem, or the issue before it becomes... What am I saying? Hey guys, I love this recording of videos because I get to make mistakes here and there, and I learn from all these things, and I enjoy it. So I'm not going to edit it out, but what I'm trying to say, rather tackle the potential problem before it becomes a problem. That's what I wanted to say. So yeah, think about it, go back to your list, look at your eating habits for this week. This is the challenge for you. Just look at your eating habits and just check out what is a problem for you. write it down once again. If you didn't write down your vision and your goal, go back and write it down, guys. Like, I like being creative, so if you want to write down your vision, yeah, okay, no, not if you want to write down. If you don't want to write it down, maybe you can make a song out of it. That's how creative I am. Not that I made a song now, but I would make a song just so that I can jam to it. I mean, there are many other creative ways to just have your vision written down somehow. It doesn't have to be pen on paper, no. It can be in any way. Some of you are more visual, you like pictures, then do that. You know, you understand drawings more than writing down things. I enjoy writing down, that's why I write down every single thing, but it really does help. And then as to scripture, I want to read, I don't want to just misquote. So the first scripture is from Proverbs 25:16, and it says, this is the MSG version, it says, when you're given a box of candy, don't gulp it all down. Eat too much chocolate and you'll make yourself sick. So you see, guys, eating too much is not recommended for us. Then you can check out other versions as well. You've got many different versions. I read all of them. Well, not all, but most of them. And it's like, yo, wow. Some version says, it talks about honey. Yes, that honey. And remember, honey is sugar. However, it's the healthy, sugary thing that we have. But it says if you consume too much of it, you're going to get sick or you're going to vomit it. So that's when we have bile. In Zulu, we say inyongo, simply because it's just too much sugar. You've been eating things that are not good for your body. Shouldn't be vomiting, guys, because of the food that you're eating. Vomit maybe because you are sick, because of something else. But if it's sugar, then you know you've been eating too much of the wrong thing. And then another scripture is Proverbs 4:23. I found out that sugar is bad for our heart. It is the number one or the greatest cause for heart disease, amongst other things, diabetes. So if sugar is really bad for us, then why do we find it so easy to consume it? It's because the enemy knows that when we are addicted to this thing, like, it's just going to affect our life one way or the other. What I do know that is the Bible says in Proverbs 4:23, it says, guard your heart above all else because the source of life flows from it. This is just me paraphrasing, but I'll share the scripture there in the description box, and I'll write it on the screen. So it's probably there already. Read it for yourself, guys. Why is God saying that we need to guard our heart above all else? Spiritually, it's important. Physically, it's also important. I'll get to the spiritual side of things, but now we are dealing with the health. So if God is telling us to guard our heart above all else, then it means we need to take care of what we eat. Need to find out and research for ourselves what is not healthy for my heart. And then you start cutting these things out, because when you look at it, most of the foods that we eat, they contain sugar. And these are the things that are killing us. These are the things that are causing our heart not to function as they should. So, and this does not mean that this only applies to fat people. It also applies to people who are thin. It's just that the difference between us is that people who are thin, their metabolism is faster than ours. That's the only difference. But then that doesn't make them any more healthier than we are. You'll find that sometimes I'm bigger than somebody else, but I'm more healthy than that person who is very thin. I can run, and that person, when it comes to running, their heart will begin to fail them. Why? Because they're eating the wrong thing. So for us big ladies and men, don't feel as if like you're not good enough. Like I said last week, love yourself as you are. Appreciate your body. As long as you are healthy, that's the key thing. Don't run after just having that sexy body. Run after having a good, healthy body, which will then produce a healthy mind, a healthy spirit. Love yourself as you are. I believe that we are all jewels. Or if you don't want to see yourself as a jewel, you're a car, you know. And we've got different models of cars. We've got different designs of diamonds and jewels. So I see it in this way, that every one of us, we are shaped in different ways. Not all of us are meant to have six packs and that nicely toned ass or whatnot. As long as I'm happy with the way that I look, that's all that matters. As long as I am happy, as long as my heart is beating fine, and then I'm not in any danger health-wise, then I'm good to go. So my time is up, guys, and I feel this topic, I'm still gonna do more research on it. I'm still gonna share even next week. So let's just pause where we are and remember that the challenge for this week is to continue to look at the things that you are consuming that are not good for you. Research as well on your own and meditate on these scriptures that I've given you on your own, because don't just trust anything I say. Test what I'm saying. Is it really true, or is she just feeding us lies? You know, test me. Please do test me. I encourage that more than anything. And then, yeah, write your vision down, guys. Write it down. Write it big. Make it nice. Decorate it. I know I like decorating things. Like, I don't just write down in J. I make it very nice because I like beautiful things. I mean, it's my name after all, so what can I say? Anyway, so, and then I've got an announcement quickly. I'm sorry that the video is a little bit prolonged, but I just have to make this announcement. And the fact is, I do acknowledge the fact that there are people who can't watch the YouTube channel videos because of data. So because of that, I've decided that I'm going to start a WhatsApp group. So in the WhatsApp group, that is where I'll be sharing the videos every Tuesday and Friday. And I will also be sharing a document form, because some people, they prefer reading than listening and watching. So you'll decide what works for you, and others, maybe they want to just keep the document to just go back and read it again. So I'll be providing those two things on WhatsApp. So all you have to do is just inbox me your number on Facebook or yeah, on my social media page, Zinhle Masimula, Gina Zinhle Masimula, or Zinhle Masimula. I've got 2 accounts, and then the other one, you can just go directly to the Grace Gone Viral page. That's where you can also inbox me. So any way that works for you, I'm fine with it. Send me your number, I'll add you to the group, and every time I post a video, I'll just share the video on the WhatsApp group as well, and then you've got access to all the videos. At the end of the day, it's not about the views that I get, it's not about me having so many followers. No, it's about people really just getting what I want to share and applying that in their own lives and running with it, you know, and also learning things for themselves on the side. So if you're interested, please inbox me your number and I'll add you to the group, and you'll have access to all the videos. It's not limited to just YouTube. YouTube is something that I'm still going to keep though, so that everyone has access to it, even though it's not you guys but other people as well. And yeah, but most importantly, I need people who really want this information to have this information available at their disposal. So of course it's going to cause a little bit more strain for me, but I don't care. I mean, this is what happens when you work for God. You know, just put in the extra time. And please do not thank me, thank God. And besides, I love doing what I'm doing. As long as I'm helping someone, I'm happy, because there are people who also help me in my life. So it's just a thing of giving, giving, giving. God said He has given us everything that we need. And for now, this is all I can offer. With time, I'll offer more. But for now, let me just give you and share information that I have. So yes, thank you guys for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you can, of course. And please do share these videos or the information with other people who you know need it. Don't keep this to yourself. Guys, we need to share the information we have with one another. Even you guys, if you have any information that you want to share with me, feel free to do so. And yeah, I also post the rules on Facebook and social media everywhere, the rules for the WhatsApp group. I don't want people to text me just to socialize, like, because I've got a lot of things to do, guys. So really socializing for me nowadays is a little bit hard. So if you've got a question though, do text me your question. I'll tell you how, and I'll let you know on how to go about doing that. But there are some people who are just going to take advantage of this and just try to worm their way into my life. You know, other people, I almost spoke Vanek, sorry. Other people, they're just about, hey girl, I like you, I love you, and like, dude, really? So I'm not about that life right now. So just, yeah, send me your number. I'll add you to the group. You get access to the videos. And I'm done for today. Love you guys so much. And please remember, you are beautiful just the way you are. Just work on staying healthy, keeping fit, keep that heart pumping, guys. Like, you know, until next week, guys. Love you.